Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When anything is done, it begins in time, it remains for some time, and it is over after some time. This is a simple rule. And therefore, when we do meditation, it will be over after some time. After meditation is over, what is left? Frustration. Therefore, never do meditation. Thank God. Spiritual life is not doing something or not becoming something. It is the process of undoing and unbecoming. Like, we do not do waking. We are in the waking experience, I hope. We are in the waking experience, then we do whatever we have to do. Similarly, we don't do dreaming. We are in dream and then go through good and bad experiences. Third experience, we don't do deep sleeping. We are in deep sleep and then we snore. Now, at this stage, can you snore? Why? Because you are not in sleep. So, waking is not done. Dream is not done. Deep sleep is not done. Then why do you do meditation? So, what next? So, we have to live in meditation and then go through the waking experiences. We have to live in meditation and then go through the dream experiences. We have to live in meditation and then go through the deep sleep experiences. Waking, dream and deep sleep, they are mutually exclusive. If it is waking, it is not dream. If it is waking or dream, it is not deep sleep. But meditation is not mutually exclusive, but it is all inclusive. This is the basic difference. And therefore, meditation, if we have to use a term, is now we are having a session of unmeditating. Unmeditation. Doing, not doing, and undoing. What is the difference? Doing is I do. Not doing, I don't do. Undoing, doing is happening, but doer or not doer is not born. Panchadashikar says, Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyamevavashishyate. when meditator, they are through, and dhyana meditation is dropped, what remains is that which we are seeking. The same thing Patanjali says. When he says, Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha tada drashtuhu swarupe avasthanam. These two sutras must go together. Normally, most of the students of yoga, they are stuck up over here. They say, Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha, and they hold on to that, and it never happens. You ask any yogi, has he attained chitta vritti nirodha? And if you attain chitta vritti nirodha, how will you conduct yourself in this world? You know, the definition of sutra is, one sutra gives birth to the next sutra. So what is the first sutra? Atha yoga anushasanam. First. What is the meaning of yoga? Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha. What happens after chitta vritti nirodha? Tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam. So one sutra leads to the next step. But normally what happens, we stuck Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha and suffer silently. See? Loud suffering will empty your miseries. Silent suffering will accumulate more miseries. See, my friends, therefore, Yogaha chitta vritti nirodha, add one word, yada. Because next sutra is tada. Tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam. Like Bhagavad Gita will make this point clear. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata tadatmanam srujamyam. Yada is followed by tada. Jab tab. So when the sutra says tada drashtuhu swarupa avasthanam, tada means kada, when. Yada chitta vritti nirodha bhavati tada swarupe avasthanam. So we have got two aspects. One is swarupa and second is swabhava. Swarupa is our essential nature that we cannot change. Swabhava is our acquired nature. For example, the sweetness of the sugar is essential nature. Whether the sugar is in crystal form, in powder form, in cubes, or in a syrup form, they are swabhava, acquired. In the same manner, our swarupa, our essential nature is, we are divine. So, tada swarupe avasthanam, then we come back to our divine nature. When yada chitta vritti nirodha bhavati, when our mind is free from the influence of thoughts. Let there be thoughts, who cares? Instead of getting carried away by the thoughts, we are told, don't allow the thoughts to come. And whole life, these yogis keep on struggling, chitta vritti, no chitta vritti. And therefore you will see these two people, In our Purana, these stories come. Yogi and Tapasvi, they are the height of anger personified. They'll be cursing every now and then, someone or the other. Like Durvasa. He was so angry on every issue that out of that anger, he cursed Lord Shiva. There will be problem in your marriage. Poor Shiva. With great difficulty, he agreed to marry. And this fellow added one more problem. See, but a devotee and a jnani will never curse. Because he has not controlled the Prakriti, he has transcended the Prakriti. In the same manner, we don't have to not control, chitta vritti nirodha. Stop thinking. No. Why should we be afraid of thoughts? Can we go to the doctor and say, Dr. Saab, when I open my eyes, I can see everything perfectly well. Doctor said, anyway, you have taken my time, give 5,000 rupees and go. We go to the ENT specialist and we tell him, sir, I can hear perfectly well. Why you have come? Get out. So, if we can hear, it is not a problem. If we can see, it is not a problem. Why it should be a problem if there are thoughts? Where the thoughts will come, if not in the mind? In the nose, blow. Thoughts are not problem. When we get carried away by the thoughts, like those of you who have taken bath in Ganges, we know it is so refreshing bath, cold water, all your laziness goes out. And we come out. But when the same Ganges are in floods, then there will be a tremendous flow of water. We are not carried away by the water. We are carried away by the flow of water. Exactly the same way. The thoughts do not have any issue or problem for us. Mind is meant for that. But then what happens? When there is a thought flow, then we are influenced by that. We have to therefore arrest the thought flow. And nobody can do it for us except wisdom. Now let us understand the anatomy of thought. What is a thought? Thought is in the womb of the mind, when there is an object entered, that pregnant mind is called as thought. Like you see a child. You see a child and go away. But when you see my child, then I keep on moving along with that. So child is a common noun. My child is a limited. And therefore, how the thoughts are formed? When the theme of the thoughts is finite, then only a flow of thought happens. See? This example I have quoted a number of times. This is one direct experience. Early in the morning, when I wake up at 4 o'clock, finish morning ABCD, and then I want my black cup of tea. That is my real meditation. So, if there is no hot kettle, hot water kettle, no water and no cup, and no tea leaves, oh God, why they don't? They know I want it. I know. Because I want a cup of tea. Cup of tea is a finite object. See? Suppose I want nothing. Nothing means absence. Absence is infinite. Sounds are finite. Silence is infinite. So when the theme of the thoughts is finite, a thought flow happens. When the theme of the thoughts is infinite, neither there are thoughts nor there is a flow of thoughts. This clear understanding is carried away with us 24/7. Then you don't have to do chitta vritti nirodha. If something has to be done, you do it comfortably and again reverse back. Again you are free. So, living in this world 24/7 with this understanding, whatever is to be done is done. After that is over, you are again relaxed. Yesterday you are saying they were playing tabla. Yes, I told you 100 times, try friends. Every moment is your meditation if you are constantly learning. When he was playing tabla, do you know what was going in my head? The tabla is having optimum tension. And for that, they will be hitting something or the tak, 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 dun, dun, tak, tak, tak. So when you want to bring out the music out of the tabla, it must have optimum tension. After the purpose is over, then they don't keep tight. They again make it dhila. Then that instrument can continue to be useful for a long period of time. All the time it is kept tense, then the tensile power of that tabla will go away and it will be useless. Exactly the same way, when there is a necessity, get involved. When the work is over, come back to yourself. This freedom to live in this world and yet to be with ourselves is living in meditation. It is not a silent suffering for half an hour. Because you are not doing meditation. You are living in meditation. Like when we are living in the waking state, we eat, we talk, we go. Everything is going on. Where is the problem? But in the waking experience, if you start dreaming, people do dreaming while waking. So they will be having the phone in their hand and therefore, they are in the waking, but they are in the dream, talking to some virtual personality. And go and fall down. Oh God, what happened? Because you were in a wrong way. In the same manner. First principle, all you have done so far is meditation. Now drop that. Liberation. No more meditation. Unmeditate. So this should be clear in our mind. Meditation is an experience wherein you do not gain anything, nor do you lose anything. At this moment, you just are. At this moment, you are neither man nor woman, neither father nor mother, neither rich nor poor. This unqualified presence is our divine nature. And the moment we become qualified, samsara begins. What is the qualification? We add something and carry the burden of that qualification throughout life. In Detroit, 10 years before, there was some function, probably Vishwa Hindu Parishad, like this stage, and three of us were invited. There was one Sushil Muni, Jain saint, myself, and one Professor Rao from London. So Jain Muni finished whatever he had to say. Then he said, Swami, now you take over. So I took over. And we started. We are all freelancers, no prepared lecture. Now what happened? When it came to the professor, his introduction was done. We don't need introduction, Babaji hai chhod do. But is there to know? Unqualified existence. But Professor Rao was qualified. So the person who was conducting, he said, now I request Mr. Rao to come and deliver the talk. Excuse me, Dr. Rao. He ceased to be Mr. a doctor. See, friends, we cease to be man. We become son. We become husband. We become father. How important it is, friends. We have to distinctly, clearly understand qualified existence is samsara. Qualified existence cannot stop thinking. Then what to do? Our Mahamantra. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. How? Karnataka. Go to Bengaluru. Suppose you are in front of the students. Then do the natak, drama, that you are a teacher. After that is over, remove that dress of the teacher and be a human being. Therefore, one of the most important spiritual practice or living in meditation is, let us not demand any special status in life. We have to be just ordinary. The moment we acquire special status, we separate ourselves from the totality. And this can be done only by understanding. Now see, from the spatial to the non-spatial, from the extraordinary to ordinary is the journey of spiritual life. Spiritual life or the journey of spirituality is not in space, not in time, and we do not begin from anywhere, and don't we reach anywhere. Four things. All other journeys are spatio-temporal. We started from Coimbatore and we came to this Bhagavatam village. Distance is crossed. To cross the distance, we require time. So we require 3 hours. And then we have reached and separated ourselves from the Coimbatore and reached this place. And in all this, we gained. What? This place we wanted, we got it. This is samsara. Spiritual life or meditation is, you don't begin from anywhere. You don't cross distances. You do not require any time. Therefore, you don't require any effort. And ultimately, you don't get anything. Now, right now, I put you into meditation. See, how much time, efforts will the husband or the wife has to put to be man or woman. Is the husband or the wife becoming man or becoming a woman? So being husband and wife is samsara, and remaining as Purusha, man and woman, is liberation. Then what is to be done? Karnataka. And you must know what is your role. And our performance in the drama should be perfect. Like now, as if you are listening. Then anybody will, even Krishna will think, "Are you all realize?" Friends, this we have to live, not temporary. Half an hour meditation, rest of the day frustration. No. And therefore, living at zero complaint level. The moment we complain, somebody is born. Some abnormality has come. When we complain about our eyes, then abnormality has come. When we complain about our stomach, some abnormality has come. When we complain about life, abnormality has come. When no complaints, you are living in meditation. This is all living in meditation. So the basics are, instead of complaining, my wife is like that, my son is like that, my husband is like that. You are getting deeper and deeper in your samsara. Husband should take the wife lightly, even if she is heavy. Take her lightly. The wife should not expect husband is intelligent. Had he been intelligent, he will never marry you. So he is dumb is natural. That day you start looking at the world with this eye of wisdom. Whole world is nothing but a big joke. And when you hear some joke, don't you laugh? I become miserable only in one condition in my life. When my joke goes flat. And not only that, they further ask, Swamiji, then what happened? Give one answer. Therefore, now observe your this particular state. You are in meditation. You don't have to close your eyes and sit uncomfortably. Kab khatam hota hai, kab khatam hota hai. See, I was in Portugal, International Yoga Conference, many years before. And it was such a fun. That yogi teacher, whosoever he was, he writes Jagat Guru before his name. I don't know whether he knows the meaning or not. A Portugal, Jagat Guru so and so. He got Padma Shri also because he is propagating yoga, India, etc. So we went there and then he took us to that Fatima temple. Then there was one discarded kind of a garden on rocks and thorny small bushes. One tree here, one tree there, that's it. And it was daytime, 12 o'clock, scorching sun heat. He said, now this is a holy place, we will do meditation. And then sit down wherever you are standing. So in that hot scorching heat, sitting on the floor, stones, bricks. So, because he was not looking behind. I was backside. So I was searching. There was a small tree and a rock. I went and stood there. Because I don't do meditation. Then he took out the bell from his pocket. Like, we have the bell before God. He said, you see this bell? Now I will ring this bell. You start your meditation according to your status. What is the status? Whether you are at Yama level, Niyam level, Asana level, Pranayam level, Pratyahar level, the Dharana level, Dhyan level, Samadhi level. According to your level, start meditation the moment I ring the bell. And again I will ring the bell, then meditation is over. He rang the bell. They started. I was watching what they are doing. So what must be the meditation when the next bell goes? Because you want something. The meaning of meditation in the words of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanne vatmana tushtaha ita prajnas tadochate. Meditation means our wisdom never gets corrupted. We live 24/7 under the umbrella of wisdom. How do we know? Again, Bhagavad Gita gives answer to all your questions. Ashochananvashocastvam pradnyavadavascha bhashase gatasu na gatasuscha nanushocanti panditaha. How do we know that we are wise? Nanushocanti panditaha. Wise people don't grieve. Grieve for what? Ashochananvashocastvam pradnyavadavascha bhashase. You are worrying about that which is not worth worrying. What is the worth worrying? Gatasuna gatasuscha. Gata asun. Asun is pranan. When somebody dies and when somebody doesn't die. See, those two things are there. Ignorant people become miserable for both the things. When somebody dies, they are miserable. When somebody doesn't die, ye marta bhi nahi. These also they are miserable. See? And who is Panditaha? Gatasu na gatasuscha nanu shochanti Panditaha. So what is living in meditation? Be happy. Don't struggle in meditation. See? The moment we start learning from every passing experience, we are practicing meditation. Like the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita comes in our life. Everybody's life it comes. Take for example, Valmiki Maharshi. According to the story, he was a looter, killing the people and getting the things. Then he came across our Naradji also, and he tied down Naradji. Naradji said, I had nothing. You take whatever you want. But before that, you tell me that all this you are doing sinful acts. Do you think your people, your wife, children, they are ready to share the miseries of the sins when you die? Of course, they will. I am doing it for them. Go and ask. I am waiting here. He was tied down. And when he asked his nears and dears, for your sake, I am doing so much of bad things in my life. I am sure you will join with me for all the wrong things I did in life. Forget about it. That is your duty. We are not going to join with you. And that one event has changed his life. From ordinary thief, he became the first poet in the world. See? Now what is meditation? Meditation is this. Any event of our life which has changed the direction of our life from the dogward to the Godward. That is meditation. Not becoming miserable. See, who doesn't have problems in life, tell me? Including the electric post. One electric post told me in Delhi. Morning, these Mahamayas will get up with the nightie and all chudel, what do you call that? Chudel hairdo. And taking the dog in the morning. And the dog also, he will not do anywhere. He wants his pillar. And he will pull her and go to that pillar. And then the pillar will think, oh God, again he has come. And when the pillar comes, the dog is very happy. First of all, he will do the Ashtanga Dandava. Then he will do Atma Pradakshina. Watch next time. And after that is done, then Om Purnamadaha Purnamadaha Purnat Purnamudachyate. When even a electric post has problems in life, we are living beings. Who doesn't have problem? See, friends, it is so simple to understand. Now, out of that, we can make the best use of us. How? Any event which has changed the flow of our life from the dogward direction to the Godward direction, we have heard, understood first chapter of Gita. Arjuna Vishada Yogo Nam. So difficulties and problems, they are designed in our life by the divine will, so that the purpose of our being a human being is fulfilled. Now we have taken a different route to the divine. See, friends, these difficulties are God-sent blessings. So important it is. And when we slowly start understanding this, then we are living in meditation. Otherwise, small little things happen and we become so frustrated and all the time the face is hanging. I'll tell you one example. There was a couple in Pune and they had three daughters, if I remember correctly. And the wife was a mobile exhibition of all the diseases. Say any disease she has. So she was carrying her purse like a mobile pharmacy. Wherever she will sit somewhere, she will open religiously, take out all the medicines and take it. But cheerful and happy. Never complained about anything. Her husband used to say, my wife doesn't eat food like you and me. She eats only medicines. And she will smile away. He will not say anything. As the time passed, she died. Now this husband who was always healthy and making fun of the ill health of the wife, then thereafter the story changed. Like we chant, Om Trambakam Yajamaye Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Iva Bandhanat Mrityor Mokshya Mamrita. He started his mantra. She gave me tea in the morning. She went to her room. She lied down there. She never got up. She gave me tea in the morning. She went to her room. She lied down. She never got up. This was his mantra for 7 years. And 3 daughters, so 4 months each will go and stay there. And otherwise, he was always making fun of everybody. See, friends, had he been little wise, he would have taken that as a positive approach and done something good of his life. Another example to prove this point. One lady, she lost her son in Mumbai in some accident for want of blood supply. She could not get the blood. Naturally, the son died. Anybody will become miserable. But do you make the miseries as the hallmark of your life? Instead of that, she took it as a challenge and she established a blood bank in Bombay. Today, that blood bank is the best blood bank. That is what is called living in meditation. Otherwise, something happens and we are all the time, Auji, how are you? Jinda hai. Maro fir. Have you taken food? If somebody throws roti, I eat it. Don't lead a disgusting life. Meditation is not becoming all the time serious here. What happened? Don't disturb. With difficulty we are sitting for meditation. Therefore, outside they put the board. Meditation in progress. Don't disturb. We are already disturbed. Or second thing, they switch off all the lights. Why switch off the lights? Is meditation something bad? You have to do it in darkness? No, but why they tell? Because both the guru and the shishya both can go to sleep. And when the meditation is over, switch on. Kaisa ho gaya? Acha. What? Sleep. My friends, we have to live in meditation. To live in meditation is to be ever cheerful. So cheerful doesn't mean joining a laughing club. You know, laughing club people, they have never laughed in their whole life. And then they regret. Then they find out somebody who teaches them laughing. I have experienced this thing in Bhopal. Opposite the place where I was staying, there is a beautiful garden. I used to go for a walk morning time. and about a dozen or so old people with the Madhya Pradesh coming out because Bhopal is in Madhya Pradesh. And then the young teacher will come, will stand in the inside the circle and keep on walking and tell them something. And they say, now we are here to learn how to laugh. And then he say, I'll clap 3 times. Then you have to also clap and say, ha, ha, ha. Laughing is being taught. Can there be more tragedy in life? Then they used to do it. Not like this. You should laugh from your ummatikas. And then with more and more, they laugh. And then problem. What? Dentures came out. Now, whose denture is which? All these friends. Can there be better cartoons than this? Bhagavan has created this world for time pass. Nothing to be serious about. See? Once you have this stand in life, we will be able to digest our miseries and make a great sweetness out of them. See, friends. Therefore, what is meditation? Meditation is abiding in the bliss, interacting with the world without creating blisters. What is to be done is done. This knowledge must remain with us. It is applied in action, not in words. Many times it happens. When the Vedanta knowledge is not digested, it comes out in the form of lectures like I am doing. And then a person goes to some other country, Vedanta, and then he has to go through immigration. And that immigration officer sees the passport and he has to ask some question. He says, what is your name? Naam Rupa Mithya. What is your date of birth? Unborn. Ajopi san navyayatma. Where are you going? Nowhere. Send him to Pagalkhan. Hey friends, in the world, remain dumb. See, in Upanishad this thought comes. I am not telling you from my head. Na prishtaha kasyachit bruyat. Na cha anyayena cha pruchataha. Janan apihi medhavi jadaval lokamachare. Medhavi janan api. Although knowing well, jadavat lokamachare. Live in this world like a dumb. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. When you try to prove something, you are artificial. But people will say something, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे, लोगों का काम है कहना. Don't try to please the world. Meditation is 2 things. 1, don't try to make anybody happy in this world. God has failed to make us happy. And we, the miserable, want to make others happy. Don't try to make anybody happy. Why? But because we belong to democracy, is it not? Everybody has the right to be miserable. I want to be miserable. No, you should be happy. But I like to be miserable. Can you force somebody to be happy? You cannot. And second thing, you cannot do if somebody is miserable. Why? His choice. See, friends, in short, live in this world like the mirror which reflects everything, rejects nothing, reacts to nothing, and retains nothing. If this is our waking experience on a regular basis, accordingly, the dream experiences will change. That is living in meditation, waking dream, deep sleep. Normally, our meditation is only for half an hour with great difficulty. Here, we have to live in meditation through waking dream, deep sleep. That is real meditation. Therefore, when we are living in the waking world, cheerful and happy, undisturbed, that will decide the quality of the dreams. See? During daytime, we are all the time feeding our mind with all horrible kind of things. James had lectures. All the somebody running, somebody killing and all that. And with that you go to sleep. Do you think Bhagavan Krishna will come with a murali? There somebody will come with a gun and then you can't sleep. I don't know, I am getting bad dreams. Naturally. See? If you have taken this Karela, not Kerala, if you have taken Karela, do you think you will get the belching of Rasgulla? See, friends, therefore, the quality of our life during the waking determines the quality of our dreams. The simple example. One child got up in the morning and he was crying. So, the father and the mother, father reacts. He will not leave one opportunity to belittle his wife. So, he said, why you are crying early in the morning? You are just like your mother. Mother also listens but gives back. What happened? Why are you crying? Oh, Baba, I had a very bad dream. I failed in the examination. What a child can think. I failed in the examination. The father got angry. Even in the dream you cannot pass. How will you pass in the actual life? So the child will think and dream like that only. A youngster, he will dream. He was going with some nice girl on a motorcycle and that motorcycle skid and there was a big accident and that girl died but he did not die. He is frustrated. Therefore, friends, meditation is not a part-time profession. It is a full-time preoccupation. And for that, we have to lead every moment of our life in utter awareness. And for that, our Happy Mantra Mala gives you a lot of tips. And the most important tip is, देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. The world is nothing but name and form. Nama Rupatmak Jagat. Only two things. Name and form. So when we hear something, when we see something, by default we have to comment. And when we comment on something, we have given a status of reality to that. Take an example. Have we ever done any research on the potability of the mirage waters? So much of mirage waters are going waste. Why not harvest them? We don't, because we know it is not real, it is only appearance. If you take the same state about all the experiences that we consider as real, are they real? Last night you all slept. I also slept. That time, where were we? When were we? And what were we? Everything disappeared. And when we are awake, again some special things are born. So that experience, which appears under n number of factors, is not real. It is an illusion. It is an appearance. Like our reflection in the mirror. One day in Coimbatore only, one gentleman asked me, some tragedy has happened. It's okay, it happens in everybody's life. So there is a report that there are 783 new galaxies NASA has discovered, and there is possibility of life over there. So how do we take this thing as the information? What reply can you give? I said, you please answer my question. I'll promise I'll answer your question. When the mirror is removed, where the reflections go? Do they go along with the mirror? They don't go. Then where they are gone? You have seen them, yes, but I don't know where they are gone. Exactly this particular life that we are living. This waking experience is only when we are identified with the body. In deep sleep, we are not identified with the body. Therefore, where we are, when we are, what we are, everything over. Then what is to be done? A simple technique. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Now you are in the waking state? Yes. Then as somebody? Yes. Then do that part, do that acting perfectly well. How perfectly well? As you are doing now. As if listening. There was one boy who came to Nisargadatta Maharaj many years before. Some foreigner. He came and sat there in front of him, and he was listening, and he asked something. And then he was going. So Maharaj asked him, "Are you coming tomorrow?" "I don't know." "Tomorrow I don't know." And he went away. So the other professional satsangi, they have to comment. See, Maharaj asked him, "Is this the way to talk to Maharaj?" Then Maharaj said, "He is right. You do not know when the air has gone out and forgot to come back. And we talk about tomorrow, day after, wow. Therefore, living in utter present is living in meditation. And in that present, whatever role we are supposed to play that role to the perfection and then see the joy of life. But what happens? We mix up the roles. And in that mixture, wrong expressions come out. So to avoid these kinds of things, this mantra which I told you, Jadaval Lokamacharet. Don't live this in this world like a wise man. Live like a dumb man. What is that? I don't know. Remember, we are not obliged to answer every question. In your school's examination, you must have seen. Answer any one question out of 100 questions. They will keep on asking. You don't have to say, I don't know. And this again I told you, the real spirituality, learn. This I learned from our NRI parents' children. You ask them, and they don't talk our English. They talk musical English. You ask them, hey, what you want to pursue after your schooling? They will not say, I don't know. No. They will say, I don't know. Where from they are taught this, God knows. No, they are all the followers of Gayatri Parivar. You know Gayatri Mantra? Gayatri Mantra is Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. This is the Gayatri Mantra. But before Gayatri Mantra, we add Vyahruti. Om Bhurvo Swaha. And then say the Gayatri Mantra. Exactly the same way, these NRI children. They add these three Vyahruti. I don't know. So you ask them anything, they will say, I don't know. And it is such a powerful answer. All subsequent questions stop. Jnanan api medhavi jadavan. And if you do a mistake of answering question, the next question will come, third question will come. Protect yourself from the questions. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.